It's a daunting task. No corporation would eliminate the entire upper echelon and try to replace it in 70 days. That's what he has. I think Reince Priebus is a good choice because he does know Washington. He does know the players here, but he's also been somebody who's been out all over the country, so he understands the pulse of the country as well. And I guess most importantly, it seems, he and the president-elect have developed a very good relationship because the chief of staff is there to make sure you're implementing what the president-elect and then soon to be President Trump want to see happen every day.
It's funny because, let's see, last week, it seems like we're still, as the media, watching every tweet that Donald Trump tweets out. And last week, he didn't have the right tweet for the demonstrations at night, and then he came out with the right one the next morning. And the media still hammers at it. It's like, 538. And Nate Silver doesn't matter anymore. You drive the poll numbers down. It's not, so I don't know why we continue to do that. But if I were the Trump transition team, he's still trying to walk this fine line between draining the swamp and keeping people in that actually know what they're doing. He's going to be criticized. If he doesn't get all outsiders, he's not draining the swamp. And if he does, you know what I'm saying. He's going to somehow have to walk a fine line or he's going to be criticized.
You mentioned the top 100 jobs, and I've always thought that that was the most important thing to focus on during the transition. And there has to be a balance. There needs to be people who are new, fresh, with bringing new ideas, but you also have to have people who understand how the mechanisms of Washington work. There's precious little time between the inauguration and the submission of a budget for this huge government that he now will run. He needs people who understand that at OMB and his congressional affairs offices and as his chief of staff. So I think he's sent a signal right up front that there's going to be a balance. I suspect we're going to see that. He also seems to be reaching out to a much broader audience. He doesn't seem to be burdened by the rhetoric of the campaign. He's going to find a path that I hope works for all Americans.
So should he go all the way across? I heard Kelly Ayotte, who didn't back him, that she could have a cabinet position. Should he reach across and pick a Democrat, Jamie Dimon, Lloyd Blankfein, something like that for Treasury? Or will then the conservatives say, see, he doesn't know what his he doesn't know where he stands philosophically?
In my experience, I haven't seen a president-elect that really has more freedom. He was not a partisan Republican. He certainly has some reason to be skeptical even of the Republican leadership, although he has to work with them. I do think you'll see him reaching across the aisle and probably forging kind of a coalition of sorts to get things done. If there's one signal that the American people sent, is that they want Washington to work. They want it to function again. And to do that, he has to be working both sides of the aisle. And I think he's more free to do that without a voting record, without this sort of political past that most presidents come to office on.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.